It is not a special day, it's not a happy day. It is a sad day. My heart feels heavy right now. That's why there's no intro, there's no outro, there's no nothing. There's a lot going on YouTube and Discord. But let me tell you one thing. I think I'm done. The last couple of days, I thought I felt like the top of the world. You know, I, I felt welcome back. Hey, trucker, everything was running smooth. You know, everybody was chatting it up. But apparently, I think I sparked something in a statement I made that I think upset some people. You know, I didn't mean to upset nobody, but I think today was the day that I learned that I was no longer welcome. Because I came home this afternoon learning that my username, the color of my username had changed. It was either a warning or I was getting ready to get banned. All because I went over to Jamie's channel on the 14th. What people don't realize was on the 14th of that day, I wasn't there very long. I don't like the guy. He got too friendly. So I guess, that's the way of saying, I that that's the way of saying, I need to go. I understand, no hard feelings. You know, I didn't eat today hardly. I didn't hardly take my medicine that I was supposed to, my insulin or anything like that. I barely ate lunch. I barely ate dinner. This whole thing sat heavy on me all day. The last thing I ever wanted to do was upset people. But I I think I think Jamie and Jen both ruined my image. See, that stream I did the other day was, supposed to let everybody know I messed up. I didn't realize that, you know, it gotten this bad, to be honest. And I wish I never got in the middle of it. So with that said, I think the only best thing to do now is step away from Discord. Do away with Discord. Stay away from servers altogether. Because it seems like me and Discord don't get along. I'll still have YouTube, but I'll probably use that for like gaming, or I'll use Twitch. I like Twitch. That's a good place to game. Less worried about copyright strikes. Gamers, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I mean, I try to work things out with us again. I tried everything. But I guess it's goodbye. You were my number one friend. The only person that I knew back then, back in 2025, that always gave me hope. Always, stood by my side. When things went dark. Now I lose you again. You and Dana both. So I meet two good people also, Trucker and Froggy. They've been cool. I've only met them a couple of days. They're cool people. But I don't want to get in the middle of, you know, I ultimately do not like Jamie or Jen both. I, I, I wish things could, been better for us. I appreciate the welcome back. I really do. Even though it was short lived, maybe 4 days. But maybe I'm just not I'm not fit. Maybe I'm just a different breed. But one thing I will not do, I will not. And and people who know me know that I do not go around slander people. I don't cause trouble. That was a statement I made yesterday in Discord. I specifically said I don't go around hating on people, destroying people's lives and whatnot. And I guess you know somebody took it the wrong way as being rude. I'm sorry if somebody thought that way. I wasn't trying to be rude. I was just, implying, my loyalty to the asylum. But seeing my name with no roles led me to believe that, I guess it was time, that time was short lived, and I guess I did their job for 'em, excuse me. And Trucker, I appreciate it, you being sub to me and all that. I watched you the other day, getting your body hair waxed. You know, you're you're a good guy, and if I don't hear from you a whole lot, just know, just like I said on my stream recently, I appreciate all your hard work and what you do on the road, and I know trucking's a bitch. I know you put up a lot of crap, so I want to thank you for your service out there, dealing with them dumbass four wheelers and way stations, DOT. That's never fun. Yeah, I bet it was. Man, I'm glad it wasn't me because I got very sensitive skin. Man, I would have been screaming. Actually, I would have been running off that porch. But you handled it well. Um, Now, as far as my channel goes, it's not a big channel. I don't do much on it. I usually, just play games and whatnot. Now, I may primarily, just do some DIY stuff or, you know, whatever, just to get the numbers up. I appreciate it, Trucker. You have a good evening, and I'll talk with you later. Have a good one. But if anybody else is watching or listening, just know that um, I'm still here if anybody wants to talk. Um, I got a listening ear. I've always have, always will. No matter the history, guys, we all live on the same planet. We all bleed red. We all have to stick together. Me myself, I'm just done with it all. So the channels that I used to be subbed to are now gone. Like a lot of them. Because I don't want to be around people who constantly cause, problems. I'm almost 50. I'm trying to live a good life. What I have left. I'm trying to take care of my mental health, trying to take care of my diabetes. It's not easy. Ever since I came around the LCU back in 2024, all I ever try to do is make friends. But over there, that's impossible. So I did a full circle. You know, um, there's some good people. There's not a whole lot of good people, but the good people are the ones I care about the most. Are of course gamers and Dana. But I understand their reasoning for being upset with me. But I meant no harm in any way, shape, or form, or fashion. If anything, I came back to be a better person. The last time I was there was in April. Last show I did was with Caesar, with the It Ain't What It Ain't podcast. Before it was the Red Flags and Roses podcast. The last show we did was the April Fool's one. That was fun. But every time I seem to run into a problem with my own self because everybody knows about my instability, my commitment issues, whatnot. But that is not what happened this time. It's a totally different thing. I just want to be heard just like everybody else. I'm not here to hurt nobody. I'm not here to hate on nobody. And to tell you the truth, I wish I never went over there. Maybe things would have been different if I didn't. I don't know. Whatever the case is, I screwed up. So it cost me a lot. A whole lot. Of course, my Discord will stay active, but I'm staying off of it. My Twitch and YouTube will be my primary use. May not get no users, no followers. It's okay. I'm just here to have fun. Whatever you feel about me is irrelevant. At least people know, or at least I hope know, I've tried. I may not be well liked around YouTube, but at least I give effort. I don't go on the prowl and attack people. I just want to be that friend that people can count on. Even though that I've had that issue in the past, I've worked on that since 3 months 3 months ago. Yeah, 3 months ago. Since the first year until now, my mental health has improved. It's still a little shaky, yeah, but I worked on it. But I'm done with the drama. I'm done with the bickering back and forth. People, life is too short to be hating on each other. Let it go. Life is too short for this. I understand you got your life to protect and all that kind of stuff, but think about those who are there for you and care for you. And gamers, I hope that your health improves because I've listened to you you know, watched your stream over today. You know, I hope, and you sound bad. I hope you feel better. And I'm sure your daughter will take good care of your servant. I appreciate you letting me come back, but I think I think what you were telling me, based on you know, from my recollection, is like maybe it's just not the time for me right now. That's just what I'm gathering. Maybe like you're protecting me for something. I don't know. That's what I'm gathering. But I know one thing: you're still my friend, and I'll always consider you one. I don't know why nobody reached out to me. My DMs were open. Nobody was blocked. All you had to do was send me a friend request, talk to me over the DM. You could have worked out when nobody reached out to me. So I don't understand. So maybe nobody's listening to the podcast. So I'm probably talking to myself. I'm just here to get my point across. A friendly point across. The people I will say one thing, the people that has welcomed me in the past, I thank you for being nice, welcoming. I thank you for being there, especially the dark times in February. But I'm sorry things didn't work out. I tried to make things work out. I failed again. What is it with me and people? Hmm. I just don't know. I want it in the stream, but something tells me I need to, get a few things out more. But I just don't know what else to say. I don't think people want to hear what I have to say. I my heart's telling me people don't really care. People don't care about Don no more. Don's irrelevant. I've heard that all my life. It is what it is. So I just want to make an announcement. You ever get that feeling to where your heart's so heavy that you have exactly no energy, no emotion. You just feel emotionally drained. You feel nothing. That's how I feel right now. I don't want to turn the camera on because I don't feel good. I don't look good. And even if I did feel good, my lighting sucks right now. And plus that, there's nobody to invite, so I mean, what's the point? I will say one thing. Recently, I've made my own server. It's not private. Okay, there's no rules. There's nothing to apply to join. Just a little bitty, you know, it's not even built to have anything um, community wise. It's just a BC live main chat. If anybody wants to join, the link's in the about section. There's a link up there. Go by my name. There's also my Twitch channel if you want to join. Follow. I usually stream once, maybe twice a week. Right now, I don't feel like doing anything. Not the way things are going. Right now, things are chaotic. Yeah, I'm scared to be around anybody right now. Everybody's on edge. Not that I blame them. It's just that I like, to have some type of engagement to calm the nerve, you know, help them out. But if anybody wants to come by, I'll leave the platform on 24/7. I get sounds when somebody drops in. If anybody wants to talk, we can go to VC. All right, we can discuss whatever you want to get off your chest. Little, small, big, whatever. I don't care. Don't hold it in. It's not healthy. I just want to be here for people. I that's all I ever wanted. The whole time that I've met everybody last year. And I'm sorry that my mental health got in the way. I've been working on it for a long time. I'm getting better. But it seems like now people don't really trust me. People just seem like I'm the same old Don they recognized months ago. But they're wrong. And yet again, I'm sorry if that paragraph made you angry. I wasn't that wasn't meant to be thrown out to be rude. I wasn't trying to be. If anybody had an issue, why didn't you DM me? We could have worked it out. But nobody reached out. A resolution could have been a whole lot better than being quiet. So as far as I know, I'm a Voldemort. So I'm gonna stay away from the YouTube channels. Just stay on my path, do my thing. But like I said, if anybody wants to, say hi or need anything, you know where I'm at. I'm not going to ban nobody. I'm not going to kick nobody. I'm not that type of person unless you're really abusive or vindictive or you know where I'm getting at. Everybody's welcome except for Jamie or Jen because they are the two that put me in the middle of this. And if I see any of you come in this chat, I will automatically ban you right on the spot. So right now, I'm just having a heart-to-heart talk to everybody. If there's anybody listening, that's all right. And if there's not, that's okay. So I'll stick around just a little bit. If anybody wants to chat, I'll be here for maybe 15 more minutes or whatever. Then I'll skedaddle. If not, then I'll end it real quick. But let me touch on the health situation right quick. Being a diabetic, I've been in a hospital multiple times to See, blood sugar issues. That hasn't been helping. The medication, insulin, the pump, the crappy doctor I've got. That's even worse. Both mental health and diabetes have taken a toll for 6 years straight. Well, the diabetes part, anyway. I've had that for 6 years. So here's the problem. If I eat just a little bit too much, my blood sugar, my blood, my sugar goes too high. But if I don't eat enough, then I start getting shaky, clammy, and start shaking. Then I know my blood sugar is low. Not a way to live. Not a way to live. I'm trying to push through daily, but it's getting hard to. So if there's anybody here, please let me know and I can wave to you. I mean no harm. But if this truly is the end between me and everybody else, then I understand. No, it's okay. Just know one thing. I tried. And there's nothing else I can say that can change anybody's mind. So I'm looking at the counter, still at 0. So that tells me a lot. But I think I'm gonna end it here. I think I've given enough time to speak my piece because I don't want to keep on rambling, not getting anybody's input. It doesn't help me nothing if I can't bounce off anybody. I mean, I really wish I had somebody to talk to, but that's the way life works. It's disappointing on how one paragraph can shatter everything. one minute you're having fun, the next you're not. I did my best. Nobody can tell me I didn't. But I think I'm done for now. If people don't want to be around me any longer, that's okay. I mean, it's your choice. But my Discord is open. If you decide to want to come back and talk, that Discord link will always be there. It doesn't expire. But I keep an eye on that thing like a hawk. So if I see anybody in there that I know is trouble, they're gone fast. All right, I think I've been on here long enough. Well, I appreciate Trucker for stopping by. And if anybody else did in the first half of the hour, if you did, I appreciate that too. But I think this bird's gonna stay perched on his tree for a while, do his own thing, let everybody else do theirs. Because let's face it, I know it's over. I don't want to go through this anymore. No longer. It's too much. I mean, I really don't know what else to say. I guess goodbye for now. But like I said, I'll say it one more time. I'll be here if you need me. If I don't answer, by the way, I'll get to you when I can. Um, yeah, I've been on here for what, maybe 40 minutes, and I think it's about time to go. I think I've been say what I had to say. So it's yeah, I'm going to shut it down. So if I don't see you tomorrow, what the next day? I'll see you whenever I see you. Everybody take care and have a good one. Be safe. Stay cool out there in that hot, away from the heat, because sure is dangerous out there during the day. But this is Don signing off. I'll see y'all next time. Take care. Bye.